kids who are going to find the golden tickets are the ones who can afford to buy bars of chocolate every day. Our Charlie gets only one a year. There isn't a hope, but there is. There is hope. Attention people, the chocolate factory is opening its gates again. So stay with us until the end as we have some really great news to share with you. Eatable marshmallow pillows, hot ice cream for cold days, lickable wallpaper for nurseries, cows that give chocolate milk, square sweets that look round, fizzy lifting drinks. Everything in that factory is edible, even Willy. But that is called cannibalism, as he wants to say it, and it is in fact frowned upon in his societies. Yeah, enjoy. So this is how it all started. Actually, it seems like we will find out how it all started, because Wonka will take us way back before Charlie's story. Wonka is a new prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. As it is said in the synopsis, it's an origin story that explores the vivid, mythical beginnings of the imaginative young inventor before he becomes the renowned scrumptiddlyumptious Mozart of chocolate. Before we start, however, it would be fair if we mention the epic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory story. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is Roald Dahl's children's book, as it was first published in 1964. It was probably the most popular of his darkly comics, irreverent novels written for young people. The story is about a destitute young boy who wins a golden ticket and gets a tour to the magical and mysterious chocolate factory of Willy Wonka. Charlie Bucket is a kind and loving boy who lives in poverty with his family on the outskirts of town. Charlie passes the biggest and best chocolate factory in the world each day on his way to school. Willy Wonka, the company's owner, closed his factory to the public a long time ago due to problems concerning industrial espionage. Things go from bad to worse when Charlie's father loses his job. Soon after, Wonka announces a contest in which the winners will receive a full tour of the factory and a lifetime supply of chocolate. But what's the contest? Well, there are a few golden tickets hidden in Wonka chocolate bars all around the world, and only the luckiest kids could find them. The first 4 tickets are found by the spoiled Veruca Salt, the ill-tempered Mike Teavee, the gluttonous Augustus Gloop, and the arrogant Violet Beauregard. Charlie has already tried twice to find the ticket, but both chocolate bars he had were empty. After the heartbreaking news that the last ticket was found in Russia, Charlie will find $10 on the street, run to the store, and purchase the third Wonka bar for him. It turns out that the ticket in Russia wasn't valid after all, but guess who found the last valid Wonka golden ticket? Yes, that's right, it was the poor little Charlie who got it. The eccentric visionary Willy Wonka greeted the kids outside the factory and took them inside the most magical place on earth. The workers in the factory are the tiny cacao-loving Oompa Loompas. They were rescued from Loompa Land by Wonka. Anyway, let's not kill the joy here. It would be much better if you watch the movie again before Wonka hits the theaters. The main point, however, is that you can get everything with respectful behavior, even the greatest factory in the world. Wonka is one of the Warner Bros. Cards in the deck, but it looks like there's been some release date shuffling. And yes, the movie has a new release date now. It has been moved from March 17, 2023 to December 15, 2023. This all happened as a result of COVID-related delays in production. This is the case for The Flash and Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom. And what is the exact reason behind the new release date for Wonka? We'll probably find out soon. Wonka is set to be a musical fantasy, but also it is expected to be the kind of family-friendly movie that will make major box office success during the holiday season. Wonka is a highly anticipated new movie that will focus the story on young Willy Wonka. Prior to the events of Charlie's story, the script is written by Paul King and Simon Farnaby, and it will be directed by Paul King himself. We'll see Willy Wonka on screen for the first time after Johnny Depp played him in the 2005 movie. Before that, however, there was one more movie with the same title, with the famous Gene Wilder in the main role back in 1971. Both movies had a huge success, but they both showed Wonka when he already owned the chocolate factory. Willy Wonka as a character has had a rich history in movies, with Gene Wilder playing him back in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory back in 1971, and Johnny Depp's Top-Hatted Chocolatier in 2005. Willy Wonka has suffused so seamlessly into our culture. It has such a big impact that practically ruined top hats and purple suits for the casual wearer. However, as we said before, this character doesn't originate from the movies, but from the classic Roald Dahl novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from 1964. Timothée Chalamet has been cast as the lead character in Wonka, beating out the likes of Ezra Miller, Tom Holland, and Donald Glover. He shared a first-look image of himself in the iconic costume in October last year. The second picture shows a little wrapped present that might be the famous Willy Wonka cane. This will be the first movie in which we'll watch Timothée Chalamet singing and dancing. Alongside him, there will be Mr. Bean himself, Rowan Atkinson, and the Oscar-winning actress Olivia Colman. The other confirmed actors are Keegan-Michael Key, who previously worked on the musical Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, Sally Hawkins, and Jim Carter. The movie began principal photography in the UK in September 2021, and it looks to premiere exclusively on the big screen. It is most likely that the shooting used to take place in Warner Bros.' own Leavesden Studios in Hertfordshire. On top of that, Oxfordshire and Lyme Regis are mentioned as two external locations. And of course, manors and palaces around London could be used as great locations for filming. The cast and crew have already been spotted in these locations. We do know it's going to be a prequel movie, but we don't have full plot details yet. But talking to The Hollywood Reporter, the director said, "What follows appears to be a fantastical adventure filled with singing, dancing, and clashes with authorities in a quest to spread chocolate to the world." Anyway, we are well aware of Roald Dahl's classic novel from 1971, and we know for sure that this Wonka movie will not be treading the same subject material. Instead, this movie is set to be an origin story for Willy Wonka that tells the tale of the famed chocolatier during his younger years, including the time when he first met his workers, the Oompa Loompas. It will be a full-scale musical with high drama and a bit of comedy. Talking to People, Don Cole said, "There's room for all of us. We can all play well together in the sandbox, and the prequel will shed more light on early Wonka, even though there have been so many different versions of Willy Wonka. From Broadway, opera, to a pinball machine, you can't destroy this character. People enjoy whatever different version they're watching. It's fun to watch. So I think we're all looking forward to the prequel," added Cole. And maybe it is better that we don't have a lot before the movie hits the theaters. That might destroy uncertainty and the excitement completely. And we would not have any impressions after watching the movie. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the previous movies? Do you think that the prequel will reach its expectations? What do you think about the cast list? Do you think they should have found some space for Johnny Depp as well? Which characters that haven't been mentioned should appear? And what are your suggestions? If you liked the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss our next videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.